Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Aaron with U-Haul. Today we're going to take a look at the Hollywood Destination 4-bike rack. This rack can hold up to 4 bikes, is easy to use and adjustable, which makes it a great option to take your bikes with your friends and family to your next ride. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at its features. So let's start by showing you how easy it is to install this rack onto your vehicle. Now, to start off, let's point out that this rack only comes with a 2-inch shank, which means you have to have a 2-inch receiver on your vehicle to be able to use this rack. Now, a great feature with this rack is how light it is. It only weighs 42 pounds, which compared to other 4-bike racks that we've reviewed on this channel is a great option since it's less than half the weight of other 4-bike racks. It makes it really easy to install on your vehicle. All you have to do is line up the shank with the receiver and line up the 2 pinholes. With our pinholes lined up, we're going to secure it to our vehicle using the provided threaded locking pin. Now our locking pin comes with a flat washer, lock washer, and on the other side we have our lock, pin, and 2 sets of keys. Now we're just going to insert that threaded pin onto the driver's side. So we're going to take our threaded locking pin and we're going to insert it on the passenger side, and we're just going to thread it as much as we can. Now our kit comes with a multi-tool that will allow us to tighten it into place. We just want to get it as tight as we can. Now you have 2 options to secure it. You can just use the clip and go through this hole right here. And that's a great option for shorter trips where you don't need to lock it. Our second option is to use our locking tab. We're just going to push it into the hole till it pops. Then we'll lock our key and then we'll cover it with the cap. So with the threaded pin in place, it tightens up our rack so it doesn't shake too much while hauling it behind your vehicle. Now it comes in 2 different positions. First is in this upright position, which comes really close to your vehicle, which makes it really easy to haul around town without any bikes on, since it doesn't extend your vehicle. Now to get it to our down position, we just need to remove this knob right here. First we need to remove this clip, and then we're just going to untighten this knob. And then we're just going to drop this all the way until it lines up with the next set of holes. And then we'll reattach our knob. And the clip on the other side. Now with our rack in our loading position, when you have no bikes on, it gives you access to your cargo area, your trunk area, or your hatchback, depending on what car you're using. That way you can get in and out real easy, but only if you don't have any bikes on. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the features and measurements on this rack now that we have it in our loading position. Now this is a platform style bike rack, which means the wheels on our bike will sit into these platforms on both sides and be secured by these 2 straps, and that our bike will also be secured using these straps on this middle post. Now each of these trays can hold a bike that weighs up to 35 pounds for a total weight capacity of 140 pounds. Now always make sure you load the heaviest bike in the front and that it goes down with the weight. And each of our trays can hold a tire size of up to 3 inches, a wheel size of 20 to 29 inches, and it can hold a wheelbase of up to 48 inches. Now if you have a wheelbase of 44 inches or less on your bike, our tire straps on each of our trays are adjustable. We can just remove the knob on the inside of it just by turning counterclockwise, and it will loosen this up all the way so we can move it into our inner position right here. And once we have that knob removed, it'll just pull out on the strap. We pull out the screw and set it to the inner position. And then we would just reinstall it. And we'd make sure that we did that on both sides of that position for our bike with a 44-inch wheelbase or less. So now that we've gone over our measurements, let's show you how to prep this rack for your bike. Now we're only going to install one bike, so we're just going to prep this furthest front position. To do that, we're going to raise our mast for that position, and this will lock into place by using this bar right here. And once it slides behind it, we're just going to use this to tighten it up. So now on our mast, we're going to unhook both of our straps, starting with the bottom one. We're just going to push on this knob, and we'll be able to pull it out. And we're just going to face it towards our vehicle, and we're going to leave it unstrapped. Now our top one, we're going to unstrap. We're going to face it towards our second position, but we're not going to be installing a second bike, so we're just going to strap it up. Now let's get our trays ready. We're just going to remove both of our straps the same way as we did on our mast. We're just going to push on our buttons, and we're going to leave it unhooked. And now we'll go ahead and grab our bike. So when loading on our front position, we want our bike to be facing the driver's side. So we're just going to slide it behind the mast. And it does help to keep your pedals facing up. But now that we have that into place on our trays, we're going to take our middle mast, and this is adjustable. So you can adjust it to your down tube, and then you can strap it into place. So now that will keep it into place, and then we can go to both of our tires, and we're going to take those and run the straps through the spokes. Now our straps do come with these covers. That way you can line it up with your wheels and also tighten those into place. And then we'll repeat on our front tire. And that's how easy it is to install your bike. Now when you're putting on multiple bikes, you just want to alternate them. So our second position will face our passenger side of our vehicle, third position driver's side, and then our last position will face towards the passenger side. That way they fit easier together. So that wraps up our Hollywood Destination 4-bike rack. As you could see, it was easy to use, easy to put a bike on, and it's one of the most affordable 4-bike racks you can find on the market. So if you have any questions about this rack, or if you'd like to take a look at one, you can visit your closest U-Haul center, or you can visit us online at uhaul.com. Thank you.